sea. So if you've looked on social media and the pictures I put up, he's also got great views, similar to what we were talking about with Harbor Lights being on the water, but he's on a different part of the water. So I'm going to let Kostas come in and tell us all about his operations and the things he's got going on. Oh my gosh, look at these.
Good afternoon.
How are you, sir?
How are you?
Look at the shrimp. Is that lobster on there? Oh my God, I'm in my glory. The seafood heaven right here. Let's see. What is this?
Just a little sign.
Just a little sign for you. All right. So this, and I was just saying, is that I unfortunately have not had the opportunity to be out there, but so many of my friends, when I was doing the research on this segment, are like, you got to go there. This is a place you got to bring on.
Thank you.
And thankfully, we were able to connect. So I appreciate you making the time to come out and do this with us. So how long have you had Tavern by the Sea?
Tavern by the Sea, we've been there for 13 years.
13 years?
13 summers. That will be our 13th summer.
Wow. So you're what we call legacy restaurants that have been around a significant amount of time. So has there been, and we're going to get into all your menu and the location, but have you seen an evolution of that area over the 13 years that you've been there?
Absolutely, yes. The whole area, I believe, it's growing.
Yeah.
And it's been changing to the better.
To the better. So kind of paint us this visual of not only where you're located, but the setup of the restaurant, if you don't mind.
Absolutely. The restaurant is located right in the historic Wickford Village, right in the heart of it, at the corner of West Main and Brown Street.
Yep.
We have access from both streets, actually. We do offer a parking lot, which is limited parking, but we also have access from the main road, Brown Street. It has an outdoor deck and then a lower patio, both overlooking Wickford Marina.
Okay, so that's what my friends of mine were telling me, is that there's two different spaces to be able to do that. And then inside, how's the setup?
Inside it has two intimate small dining rooms on the first and second floor.
So you have two floors?
That's correct.
Okay,
yes.
so when you mentioned the patio and the deck, are they even with the floors? Is that kind of how it's set up?
You walk up on the deck and then you go a couple of steps down to go to the lower patio.
Okay.
Yes.
So
and it has an outdoor bar also.
Oh, it's got an outdoor bar?
Absolutely.
Oh,
Yes.
see, that's my kind of place. You can go to the belly up to the outdoor bar.
We do have an outdoor bar. It holds 16 seats.
Okay.
And again, it has water views, and you have outdoor TVs, and you can sip your wine and relax.
So from the pictures that I've seen and from the feedback I've gotten from friends and colleagues that have been there, is that you really don't, there's not a bad view in the entire restaurant to be able to be there.
That's correct.
Yeah, I love that. I love it when it's correct. And then where you are in Wickford, is it, I'm used to coming down to Wickford, and when I park the car, I can walk pretty much to 5 different places in the afternoon if I'd like to be able to do that. It's similar to where you guys are. Do you have your own parking situated with the restaurant?
We do. We do have a parking lot, as I mentioned, right from West Main Street.
That you come into that, okay.
Yes.
And then people can stroll around the village itself.
It is beautiful, yes. It's a nice way to spend the day. It has a lot of local stores, small stores, very interesting.
So this time of year has got to be, we're our own tourists in our state this kind of year. We go south, we go to different places. I was just in Newport yesterday, and I was playing a tourist in Newport. Do you find that you're getting a tourism draw not just from people that live out of state, but also Rhode Islanders are coming down experiencing the area?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah?
Yes.
So when they come, is it kind of an education to the style of your menu? And I guess that kind of leads us into the menu. So I'll save that for 1 second. But talk to me about the style of the menu, because from what I saw online, you got a pretty diverse menu.
We do, yes.
So what did you bring today?
So I brought, first of all, our homemade hummus, very, very popular dish. And again, it's made with fresh chickpeas, tahini sauce, garlic, lemon juice, olive oil. And it's one of our favorite dishes.
My God, it's beautiful. And the presentation of it's fantastic as well.
Served with a grilled pita bread.
Nice. Okay, and what we got here?
We also have, this is our special that we run for actually today. So
this is making me drool, just for the record. Right?
So it's a saffron risotto, and we serve with shrimp and lobster in a lobster cream sauce.
God, that's like heavenly right there for me. I'm such a seafood person that's absolutely heavenly for you. And the shrimps are huge.
Thank you.
That's beautiful. So now this is something that you're saying is being run on a special,
exactly,
like Wednesdays?
It's one of our favorite specials. We try to run it pretty often.
All right, with that here.
And we also have a very popular fish and chips, some Adam's beer butter, haddock.
this is like the comfortable food. This is what my kids would be eating the entire time.
Yes, yes.
So this shows kind of the style of the menu. So give us, if you would, like, how would you describe your menu? Because this is going from the Mediterranean style influence to me to the seafood to traditional. So how would you kind of give the overall description of your menu?
We do have an American cuisine with a lot of Mediterranean touches, I would say. So a lot of seafood, obviously. We have from soups, salads, appetizers, to burgers, pizzas, very diverse.
Yeah, it's a lot, and it sounds like a big menu as well, too.
Cuisine, yes.
So with people coming down, and I was just talking to the chef from Harbor Lights, they're not able to, for the style of their place, able to accept reservations. It doesn't fit their nature. But where you guys are, I'm assuming it's kind of something that's preferred if people are making reservations, yes or?
That is correct. Unfortunately, we take reservations of parties of 6 or more.
6 or more, okay.
Yes.
So Jeff, the question you asked me on social media, now you got it answered, 6 or more. So if they're making that, and is it any day of the week, or is that any specific? They can make, as long as it's 6 or more, they can make the reservation
anytime. Yes, absolutely.
What are the hours that you guys are open?
We open daily for lunch and dinner. We open our doors at 11:30.
Okay.
And then we serve lunch until 5.
Wow.
And then on the weekends we open until 10 o'clock at night.
Okay. And it's
the only time we're closed is Monday nights.
Mondays, okay.
Yes.
So, but it's a lunch and dinner menu. You're not doing a breakfast style or anything else?
No, just lunch and dinner. That's enough.
And then, I know, it's enough. I hear you, especially that many days a week. So when it comes to the alfresco style of things, I mean, you know, the temperatures go up and down. In Wickford, you have the benefit of that you get a little more breezes and it can be a little bit cooler down there. But does it seem like it's the season's starting in earlier and earlier that people want to be outside to enjoy it?
That's what we hope so.
That's what you're hoping?
Yes, yes.
So what's the earliest you've been able to open the alfresco dining?
It's all weather permitting. If the weather is warm enough, we're ready.
And then you keep it as going as long as you can as well.
As we can, absolutely.
So, you know, I was, and this is not why I'm wishing I stopped by to see you, but I went down to Wickford last October. It was probably the last time I was officially down there. And it was an 82-degree day in October.
Yes.
And it was perfect for strolling around. And there were people on the sidewalks that still had little cafe seatings, and people had their dogs and stuff out there. Do you guys try to take advantage of that if you get, I mean, we've had warm days in November that we've had.
Yes.
So if people, that's kind of the ambiance of coming down there.
Yes, absolutely. So again, if the weather is nice, we're ready. Even if it's October, we're still ready to serve our customers outdoors. Obviously, we do have the indoor dining as well.
Right.
It's very intimate and quaint. It matches very much of the historic Wickford village.
And 13 years you guys have been there. You've got to be a staple in that area now that people know from a regular basis to come in.
Yes, we're very lucky to be in that community. The community's been very good to us.
And from your perspective, so
Yes.
you're the owner, you've been there, and I was asking the chef this similar question a few minutes ago. If people have not been down there, and you know, you guys, I'm sure, explained the menu and the styles, and it's, like you said, a lot of diversity. What are some of the things that you would recommend that people don't miss on your menu?
I would definitely recommend the hummus. It's one of our most popular dishes.
Really?
Absolutely. I would also recommend the Oriental calamari. Has a little bit of a twist. So it is a calamari with hoisin plum sauce.
Okay.
And served with sesame seeds and chopped tomatoes. It's delicious.
Yeah, I don't think I've had something like that. Oriental
Yeah,
calamari. Yeah, I'm gonna have to
try
come
that.
down just to try that.
Absolutely.
That sounds
Absolutely.
amazing.
And then different things in the menu from different categories. As I mentioned, we do have great salads.
Okay.
And all of our seafood for entrees, it's absolutely fresh.
Sourcing as local as you possibly can for everything you can.
Absolutely, yes.
And then from your beverage program that you've got, you mentioned that you have the bar outside. Is
Yes.
there a wine selection program and a cocktail selection program you're offering?
That is correct. We do have a wide selection of wines, red and whites. We also have some great cocktails where you could come and just enjoy them outside.
And at the bar, you mentioned the bar is 16 seats.
The bar is
that's
16
alfresco.
seats,
So if they wanted to come down, if someone's coming down to the bar, is it a place that they can can they still eat at the bar, or is it just cocktails at the bar?
It's full service.
It is full
It
service.
is full
at the bar.
service,
Okay.
yes.
So you've got the option of not only 2 different patios, you've got 16 seats that you can go to sit out there and relax if you're, because like me, I'll wander down there by myself for a day, and that's where I'll end up.
It's also very relaxing. A lot of people, you feel like you're on vacation when you go there, and that's the atmosphere that I always wanted to give it. You know, from the music that we have to the whole setting.
So you mentioned music. Do you have entertainment and entertainment schedule?
We don't have an entertainment, no.
Okay.
We have a selection of music that we play. It's mostly Spanish guitar, very relaxing.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Yeah, the relaxing part's the good part, like you said, if you're coming down to Wickford. So with the style of menu and the things you've done there, has there been challenges to keep certain things going? I was hearing recently that staffing has been a big challenge across the state right now. Is that something you guys are facing in that area as well?
At certain times, I believe every restaurant faces that, but I'm very fortunate with the help I have. And I have people that have been working for me for 7, 8 years.
Really?
Right now. Yes,
well, that says a lot about your place.
So
and a lot about you.
I'm very blessed.
And a lot about you for that. So, largest parties that someone can book coming down, and this is the other question. I've got the reservation one was when I got online, and then I got another instant message about the largest parties people can come. It seems like in the summer there's larger and larger groups that people want to come with.
Yes.
Can you accommodate up to a party of 10, party of 20 if someone was looking for it?
We can accommodate very comfortably a party of 20.
Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
So you got to
20 people.
So kind of keep it calm at that point. Don't go too much of it.
Yes, after that, just because it's a very busy location, we try to make sure that we provide the right service for such large groups.
So when the alfresco season ends, and we hope it continues, like we both said, as long as it possibly can, does Tavern by the Sea kind of switch to a different style menu, and is it?
We do, yes. We do change our menu. We try to make it a little bit more different with more heavy dishes, wintry, and give it a different taste, and trying to impress.
And in the hours, so like, I know people that have gone on to Wickford in the holidays because it's beautiful and there's a lot of celebrations and things going on. When the holidays come up for that, and again, I know I'm going past al fresco, but I want to get a full overview of what goes on the Tavern by the Sea. Can people book parties down there? Does the hours stay the same?
The hours are the same during the winter time. The only time is that we're closed. We actually close for 3 months during the winter times, January, February, and March. But we're open for business 7 days a week the rest of the year. It's
got to be a great break, nice vacation to be able to get that out of there.
Yes.
Well, you've given us a great overview.
There's great things to do down in Wickford Village. There's a lot of festivities. We have the art festival coming July 7th and 8th.
July 7th and 8th. Okay.
That is correct.
So that's actually right after the 4th of July, that weekend.
That's correct, yes.
All right, great.
And we have the Harbor Lights. They take part in, I believe it is, if I'm not making a mistake, the date is July 17th and August 27th, but you can check it online.
So right there, he's given you 3 other good reasons to go down to Wickford. So, and it's funny you said that. I didn't see the dates, but I just saw the promotion for the Harbor Lights.
Yes.
For them to be able to do that. And the Wickford Art Festival, I did know, is the first weekend in July. So 3 great events. If you want an excuse to go dine at Tavern by the Sea and go alfresco dining, you got 3 events. You got 2 that are in July and 1 in August. And if you're down there, make sure that you say hi to Kostas and ask him about the style of the things he's got. One of the compliments I have to give you is that my friend Ben, that was down there literally 2 weeks ago when I was doing the research for the show, was telling me the same thing you just said about your staff, and that he had some questions. He's like, I know the burgers, I know basic fish stuff, but he was saying that he had some questions about some of the differences, and your staff was very great at explaining that, which is helpful to people to get that education. So congratulations to you on that.
Thank you so much.
So Kostas, thank you for the great overview. You brought in some amazing dishes. I'm going to be taking a bite of that shrimp the second I get off of here. But thank you for making the time.
Thank you for having us.
Really appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Appreciate
All right, we'll get Christina to help slide these out for you. That makes me jealous right there. Look at that. All right, so another complete difference and going to a different part of the state. So we went from Warwick to Wickford, and now we're going to stay in Providence for my last 2 guests. So my next guest is Julie, who is manager over at Mar Rooftop. Mar